So if you've been following along, you know that we haven't really done much with the race truck, the race car, or anything like that this summer because it's been pretty much full scout mode. And the scout has been occupying a ton of our time, like a ridiculous amount of our time. But we did knock out a couple of projects with the F100 right before race season started, actually before our vacation a couple weeks ago. Because since when I wrecked in 2020, I think it was, this is a replacement hood and I have a replacement fender and the cab got pushed in and the frame is all brand new. So the frame is straight as an arrow, but the body is not so much. So the hood has never wanted to stay latched. And no matter how many modifications we've made to the stock latch, it's never wanted to stay latched. So if I was on a road course type thing at Musselman's, the hood would pop and I would get black flagged, and that was super frustrating. So Mike added some hidden hood pins. You can kind of see them like right here a little bit. Some hidden hood pins. They were a pain in the butt. It's still kind of frustrating to get the hood open and closed. So I'm hoping that they do the job that we want them to do to keep the hood down when we need it to until we find a different solution. I didn't really want to drill through the hood. I don't know. It wasn't an easy project like we were hoping it to be. We also added brake ducts because in the same situation at the Musselman Honda circuit, I was getting brake fade. So I had pretty long sessions. It's not normal for most road course track type situations to have the length of sessions that I had. But because I had long sessions, I was actually having to come off track early because I had brake fade. Like my front brakes were just toast. So we added brake ducts, which meant that the front splitter, I think it's the splitter, air dam needed to be changed. So Mike worked on that as well. And I think it looks really cool. It definitely changes the look of the truck for sure. And then another mod we made was a push button start. And it's not just to be cool race car. When I spin in the truck, which is obviously not ideal situation to spin out, but when I'm still learning how the truck works and pushing it, and sometimes when you push it, you spin. The truck stalls. No matter how hard I push in the clutch and you do all the right things, the truck likes to stall during a spin. So in those situations, I'm dead in the water on a track with someone coming behind me. I'm kind of done with that. So I really pushed for some alternative way to get the truck going, because at LS Fest, that exact situation happened. I had to come out of my belt, which at least I had enough space to like pull my arm through, come out of my belt, turn the truck back on, because my buddy Chris in his S10 is barreling at me, not knowing that I'm stopped perpendicular on the track. It all worked out, and I didn't really impact his time, which was good, because that was my main thing. Was I had faith Chris wasn't going to hit me, but I didn't really want to kill his time because you don't get a ton of runs at LS Fest. So having the push button start is going to be a pretty significant game changer for me, because I can now be in my belts early and not have to like rush to get my belts on and then get the truck started and all of that stuff, because I just can't reach the key when I'm in my belts. So a lot of the changes we made were practical and necessary, and stuff that I wanted to do for a couple of years, and not really expensive either. Like, these were easy things to fix and to upgrade, and it kind of got him away from working on the Scout a little bit because it was just super frustrating. So took a couple of clips of him working on the stuff in the shop. Nothing super organized, not a lot of I didn't really put a lot of thought into filming this part of it, but just thought I'd throw it out there and show you guys the upgrades we made. And usually if you hit a cone head on, it shouldn't do too much damage.
Right, what I may do is take this piece and flip it up and tack it into the bottom as a reinforcing rib.
Like, leave it flat or flip it all the way up?
like that. So it basically makes a T. So there's a little lip sticking forward.
Oh, forward, not back.
Mm-hmm. Forward.
Hmm. So take ankles out is what you're saying?
Hmm?
Taking ankles out?
Yeah, yours won't stick out nearly as far as mine. It'll be behind the bumper. It'll still be legal.
Legal. We're CAMT, for God's sakes.
Yeah, it's bumper line. Legal. Technically, we were trying to do bigger arrows, push it back, and then put a step on it.
Just having ducting to the brakes is the important
Yeah,
part.
push it a little cooler that way.
For when we do bigger track stuff again, maybe
Well,
next.
that, and we've already figured out that any air we keep out from under the truck makes it nicer going on the highway.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think so. A little bit lower, but not low enough that.
You talking about the vent? This?
Yeah,
A little lower, but not crazy.
I definitely want to paint those. I don't want them to be black though.
Okay. You want to do like
Steel it or something.
steel it? We can paint them steel it gray.
Yeah. Do we need to put anything to prevent like big rocks and stuff from going in there?
No, because this is going to blow through. I mean,
Okay.
we could probably we can maybe get some screen behind them, but I didn't want to slow the air down too bad.
Well, if we don't need it, we don't need it. So I'm not really worried about it.
If we were road coursing, I would say yes.
Well, we are highwaying it a lot.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, we might put some screens behind this.
Cool.
Yeah, I think it'll look cool.
Yeah. Alright.
I'll end up radiusing those corners a little bit.
Yeah. That's. Don't really have sharp lines on the truck, so it needs to be radiused for sure. Just like the other one was.
Well, while you're here and I'm holding it, I'm going to measure side to side to make sure it's square on the truck, and then I'll mark the holes.
Square on this truck, you're adorable. There's nothing square about this truck, dear.
It'd be nice if we had more room to deal with.
Oh, they didn't give us that in this body range. Not without cutting massive, ridiculous holes in my hood that I don't want.
Nah, I won't do that.
No measuring, just.
You measure the second one. The first one, you just pick it where it's most convenient.
Sure, that's exactly how that works. I'm sure Ring Brothers does exactly the same thing with their builds.
They really do, actually.
I doubt it.
If they don't, they're fucking up, because you got to figure out how to get to it. And I don't want to hit the spot welds.
No, definitely don't do the spot welds.
If your hood wasn't so wonky.
Oh, good, it's stuck now. Excuse me, sir.
Yep. Excuse me.
No, it looks good. Now I don't have to worry about the hood coming up during track events.
No, I mean it can pop loose, but it can't come off.
It's got a dingle dangle.
It's because the air dam's not up. I just have it tucked under.
Once that dries, we'll get the air dam on, and then we'll be done with these projects. See you next time. So, hi. What you doing? I'm filming. I'm trying to film. Thank you very much. You're not helping. No, you're not. Goodbye.